I decided to go on a spiritual journey and go within myself. And who did I ask? The priest, the priestess, or the Buddhist monks of Tibet to help me out. I'm gonna use my own wisdom, my own self, with the magic mushroom. And when I did these magic mushrooms, I was a little hesitant. I was a little scared to know like what the heck is gonna come out, what is within me, because so many people say, "Oh my god, if you do them, you may see demons, you may see fire, you may see things that you don't want to see or hear things that you don't want to hear." But so to my knowledge, I never had mushrooms before and I didn't know what to expect. So apparently you have to take them in an empty stomach. You can't have nothing in it because or else you'll get sick or your stomach you'll get queasy. And we were deciding on going down the river on a raft for 4 hours. So it was two couples, me and my boyfriend, and another friend and her boyfriend. And we were going down the river and it was chill, it was cool. And then all of us were thinking, when are we gonna feel it? When is it gonna happen? And what is gonna happen? I don't know if I was high or what, but at the beginning, you just start to fall away a little bit from time and not know what time it is. You start to feel a little more neutral. Your emotions don't get the best of you. That's what I felt. And you just feel like your body isn't your body and you're just in it. And you feel a little disconnected, more like lightheadedness, and it feels like a dream. And I started to see everything get bigger. The trees were getting bigger, they were getting greener, and everything was more vibrant. And like the trees had their own aura. I was mesmerized by it all because I didn't think I would be able to see that. My eyes were more still, more relaxed, so I was able to take things more in. Everything sounded louder. We were on a slow stream of river, but it felt loud. As you're coming up to the little streams of water that are pushing the raft, you think, oh my god, it's a big stream. Oh my god, I'm gonna fall off the raft. However, it wasn't that bad. And I started to feel grateful for being here, very lucky to be here. Everyone was having such a good time. Everyone was enjoying themselves on their own river raft, and everyone was just sharing what they had in their boats, were sharing their Hennessy whiskey, and that was so kind. And I thought, oh my gosh, everyone's so nice, everyone's having a great time. And then you feel like this immense that I felt was like love towards everybody because we were I felt like I wasn't just me, but I was a part of everyone else and a part of everyone's experience. I want to explain this type of love. It's more of when you see something beautiful, like a baby being born, or an act of kindness that makes people cry, or someone getting married. Like, I want to show you the feeling. That's the type of feeling that I had. Just saw that everything was perfect. Everyone was in the right place at the right time. And then I started to think, like, why are we here and what are we doing? And you start to see that you're here because you're meant to be here, and it doesn't have to be exactly as to what you're doing here, but as to how it makes you feel or what enjoyment you find out of life. And once you find that enjoyment of life, you do more of that, and eventually you get closer and closer to what you want to do, what you want to be, and where you want to go. And time was very distorted, it was very confusing. I was in the right state of mind. I didn't see any demons, I didn't see that scary part of that everyone wants things that they may see. We weren't with the wrong types of people, we were all having fun, we were outside, we weren't listening to metal or rock or any type of music that's going to make you feel afraid. But then again, you have to always be careful because I think taking mushrooms is something that you have to be open to, ready for, and never just take them because it's going to be fun. And don't take them with like substances that are not gonna uplift you, especially alcohol that is more of a depressant. And be with the people that are gonna help you along your journey, whether them be sober and you on it, or either or. But never be with someone that's gonna make you feel afraid or be scared of a plant, Because people say, "Oh my gosh, mushrooms, you're doing mushrooms and that's so bad. It's a drug, but it's not addicting and it's not something I do all the time." In my life, I've probably done it 2 times, and I don't I wouldn't want to take advantage of it. I wouldn't want to play around with it and just keep on taking it, because you're not doing anything with the plant. You're not altering it. You're just eating it, and it's totally different. When I was in my head, I kept asking the question, what is my purpose? And your purpose, you'll figure it out in your own time, and you can create your own reality and create the reality that you want. You learn that, once you know that you feel that you're not a part of your body, but you're controlling everything about you, and when you feel happy, you bump into those people that are happy. And then once you know and have that feeling of oneness, if you ever do like mushrooms, you feel like everyone's a part of you and you're a part of them. And even nature wise, you can sense everything is just complimenting you and moving with you. And we don't have this access to it right now, like as I'm talking to you, because we are thinking too much. But if we were to quiet down and sit, maybe you don't need a mushroom to help you out. Second time I took them, I wasn't thinking. I just took them and I had some seltzer and I ate a burrito and I did so many things, and we're walking and there's so many things going on. I'm paranoid, like, oh my gosh, all these people know that I did mushrooms, and everyone's staring at me because they probably were, because I felt so weird and I just wanted to sit. But I think when you do mushrooms, you shouldn't be walking around, especially because it's dark, and especially that I can't see that well, and I'm just so hyper focused on everyone and everything, and where I'm stepping and where I'm walking. But once I sat down, I was like, okay, this is great. And even better, when I got in the car, I was like, oh my gosh. And then I don't know, every time I do them, I always feel grateful for being here. And then I thought, oh my gosh, look at all these cars. Look at all these people driving them. Like, that's so great. Whoever built them, we can get from one point to the other. Look at all these businesses. Everyone can go in there and get what they want. Everyone could go in there and get things fixed, get their hair done, get their nails done. And no one thinks about this. There's so many things to be grateful for in this world, but we don't think about it because we always want to see the worst in life and the worst in other people. Because of all of us, because of people working, because of people just living their lives, we are helping one another in this world get somewhere, regardless if you have a job or not. Every action you take along your path can help someone, whether it be through money, whether it be through kindness, whether it be through a service. You're always impacting someone, and it's something that I always take into consideration when you're walking around. Like, you're always gonna impact someone else's life depending on your actions. Oh yeah, we're gonna mess up sometimes because we're people, and it's okay. But once you realize that one of your actions can hurt someone, you'll think twice about doing it, because sometimes our emotions get the best of us and we say things that just come out of ego, and you just say it because you're upset and you're mad. When I got home, I started to feel sick. I started to feel queasy. My stomach wasn't having it. It's like, why did you eat? And why did you drink some freaking seltzer while you were on mushrooms? I actually thought I was gonna die because it was so bad. I highly recommend, if you ever do mushrooms, don't eat anything and don't drink anything that is other than smoothies or good juices that are really gonna help you, because I honestly felt like I purged everything out. I honestly felt like I lost 10 pounds at least, but other than that, I was fine. I think that doing mushrooms is very helpful to understand who you are, to be grateful about life, and to really go deep within yourself and find those things that you need to work on. Maybe I did go through stuff, but I don't really remember because I should have written things down, or I should have recorded my journey, but I didn't. Maybe next time we'll have the camera, the phone ready to go. When I was in a boat, I also felt like I was in a box, like there was still walls within the confines of my mind or my consciousness that I had to break through, and it was more of a box, like there were really high walls, and you start thinking, why do you feel guilty? Why do you feel angry? Why do you feel like you are worthless? Which then leads you to answer all these questions, and then you start breaking the walls little by little. Felt like they were falling down, and I was able to understand why all of this baggage, all of these things that were bothering me kept falling away, because you don't acknowledge these things when you are sober or on anything, because they're scary to face, and they're harder because you feel more. You feel things, and you feel all the pain from the past, or you feel all the guilt from the past, and you don't want to feel it again. So you use it to make it worse by using your pain to hurt other people, using your pain to cope by eating or doing other substances. So if you want to understand yourself, go deeper within, but also be cautious, be aware that you can't just do mushrooms whenever you feel like it. Be open minded and don't try to control the journey, but let it happen. And hopefully, you're in a positive state of mind instead of a scary negative state of mind. And try them out.